Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Carmelle and let's get started with a mat-inspired reformer Pilates class. So we're going to start over on our hands and knees on our mat and starting in a cat-cow stretch. So we're going to scoop into the belly and round through a C curve through the spine. And then coming back down and open through the collarbones and lift up slightly through the tailbone just as feels good for you. So we're going to take an inhale there. And then we're going to exhale and scoop that belly and rise up, making that C curve, tucking the pubic bone towards the rib cage. And then coming back down nice and slowly, open the collarbones, lift the tailbone, opening through the belly. One more like that. So exhale and rise. And inhale, bringing it back down. Nice and gentle with your body through these. Then we're going to bring our body back to a neutral pelvis, neutral spine, shoulders down. Tuck your toes under and lift up through the hips and bring your heels down. Rising up through one heel and then let's just prance through those feet, up and down. Stretching out through your calves, warming up there. And we have 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Holding it there, rising up, bring the hips forward and just bring the knees down to the mat. Hold it there. Lift those hips up, pressing back, draw the heels down, pushing back into the hands. Bring it forward, drop the knees down. Inhale, exhale, lift and take it back. One more like that. Coming forward, knees touch. Rising up through the hips and press it back, holding it here. And taking your right leg up. Point those toes, open the hip. At the top, bend your knee and take it across to the opposite side of your body to open your hip. Keeping the hands firmly planted, especially that opposite hand. Bring it back up and extend that leg. Good. Then you're going to bend that knee, bring it forward down onto the mat, holding it there. We're going to lift up and down through your back leg. So flexing through the back foot, warming up through our glutes, still engaged through the core. Knit the ribs together. And 3 and 2. And holding it up in little pulses, 8. Try not to drop open through the belly and the ribs here. And keep that back foot vertical. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot back down and rising back up. Take both feet to the floor, holding it here. Take your left leg straight up. Hold it at the top, bend the knee and open through that hip. Extend straight back up again. And then bend the knee, pull it forward slowly, take it back down onto the mat. And let's lift and lower through your other leg this time. So lifting up. Keep that back foot vertical, keep the ribs knitted together and that crown long. Zipping up through the belly. Let's pulse it up. We've got 8, 7, 6. Hands are pushing down into the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the toes down. Bring that other foot back. Hold plank for a moment. Crown long, tailbone long. And drawing up through the hips again. Rounding it up, taking those heels down. Let's walk the feet up towards the hands. And holding it there. You can bend the knees slightly. And just holding on to the opposite elbows. Holding it here. Maybe just do a little sway through your body. Holding it center, take an inhale. Release the elbows, exhale, push the floor away with the feet. And scoop the belly, rounding it up. Take an inhale, reaching overhead. And back down. Interlace the fingers, hands pulling away from the chest and the chest away from the hands. And then opening it out to the back. And rolling your shoulders. We're going to step onto the reformer now. So we're going to go on 2 of your heaviest springs and 1 middle spring. So I'm using 2 red and a blue spring today. So we're going to sit down, headrest is down flat, and coming into some footwork. So feet are just on the heels and hands long beside the body. We're going to send the carriage out and in. Starting to get some heat up through our thighs. A little bit warm, a little bit humid here. Just had a big thunderstorm. And out. We're going to hold it about halfway out and do some pulses. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it all the way back in. All right, so from here, we'll take the heels out wide and let's take it out and back, just staying low, still with a neutral spine. Focus on that breathing as we warm up, and we're looking to connect our mind-body and just really drop into focusing on where we are and acknowledging this is our time to just be with our body, find that body-mind connection, and start to find what your body can do for you, how you can respond, just by really diving into, just hold halfway out now and little pulses, diving into how to create perceived tension and the perception of resistance throughout as we go through the class. 3, 2, 1, and bring it all the way back in, holding it there. All right, so we're going to bring it down to the tippy toes now. If your headrest is up, make sure it's flat. Bring the arms up. I'm going to go into some semicircles now. So let's go right to the tippy toes and lift up through the hips, and then send the carriage away and lower down to return the carriage back in, and lift it up, send it away, lower down and return. Next time we are going to hold it in, and we're going to take the legs out wide and reach through the legs. Bring it back down, and we'll do a semicircle. Lowering it back down, legs out wide, reach the arms. And again. Good. So from here we inhale, we exhale to lift it up, press it away. Inhale to bring it back, exhale, reach through. Inhale, back down. Exhale, rise up, send it away. Inhale, return. Exhale, reach through. Hold it here and reach forward. Let's take a pistol whip with those hands and pulse forward. Draw the ribs to the hips. We've got 10, 9. Maybe lower those legs down a little bit if you can. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. We're going to pulse 2 between the legs. Then we close the legs and pulse outside the thighs for 2. Let's go in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2. Lift the chest a little higher if you can. Point the toes a little longer, longer through the knees. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it outside the legs. Lift the chest, continue pulsing into hundreds. Lift the hands a bit higher and keep small pulses happening. 5, 4, 3. Hold it there. Take the hands behind the head and do little heel taps now, focusing on pulling the heels apart as they just touch together. Pull them apart, pull them apart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Chest lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in and give your knees a hug. And we'll just do thoracic spine rotation, holding on behind the shoulder blocks. Let's take it side to side. Inhale center and exhale side. One more to each side. Coming up and back. And lift, holding it there. So let's come up now, and we're going to change to one red spring. So if your colour codes are different, we're going to one heavy spring. So we can bring the headrest up for this next part of our series, and we're going to lie down, hands in small straps. Fingers to the ceiling and legs into tabletop. Okay, so legs in a tabletop position, that means knees are on top of the hips and your shins are vertical to the ceiling. So just take a moment to set up in that correct position. Take some tension onto the straps, making sure your hands are just above the shoulders. So we're going to hold it here. Take an inhale, exhale and lower down. beside the body. And inhale, return. And exhale, lower. Inhale, return. So we're just moving through the 90-degree arc here, making sure that the collarbones are nice and broad, shoulders and lats anchored down. Start to add a single leg extension and bring it back. And extend. And back. Extend. And in. All right, so we're going to add a crunch. So remember, as we add on options, feel free to stay with an option if you're not ready to go to the next option. And we may take the option to go to double leg extensions. Reach it through, extend. Inhale back. And extend. And back. And 4. 3. And 2. And holding it here, palms face in. Let's open the legs and arms, close them, and then bring it all the way back up. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, bring it back. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, return. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And all the way back. Have a little break there. Have a reset in your body. All right, next time we're going to do a butterfly move. So we're going to start with the arms open out to the side. And we'll start with those legs straight up. Okay, just take the legs a little bit apart. And then as we open the legs, we're going to close the arms behind one thigh as we reach through for some obliques. Then come back and do that to the other side. So we close behind one thigh. We bring the arms back up. Close behind the other thigh. Bring those arms wide in between. So arms wide. Legs go wide. Arms go wide. Reach. Four more now. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring it back down, holding it there. Nice work, guys. We're going to take your right foot only into the right strap. Just take that left strap back down. Bend your left leg to tabletop. So the right leg is going to come down. And the next time you lift your right leg up, tap the left toes to the floor. And right leg comes down, left leg tabletop. Tap it to the floor or down towards the springs. Just take it as far as you feel you can. You'll feel a nice hip opening there if you can take it down there. But if you have any restrictions, just listen to your body. Always listening to that body. Bring it down. Next time, you're going to extend the left leg as well. We're going to do some long leg scissors. And the next time your right leg is down the bottom, you hold the right leg down there. Top leg, external rotation. And lower and lift now. And down and up. We'll try and really extend that left leg as we lower and lift. Keep the core engagement. 5 and 4. Keep pushing through the strap with that other foot. 3 and 2. And hold it down the bottom. Flex your feet, frog kick. Pull and push. And pull. Push it away. 3 and 2 and 1, holding it there. So you're going to open, point the toes, open the right leg out to the side, bring the left foot just up to the inside, Peter Pan, and then back out, then change sides. Bring it in and back out. We're not opening too wide here, maintaining that control. Good, keep breathing and knit those ribs together. Control for 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and bring it out. Let's cross that left foot over the right ankle, so it's under the strap, but over the ankle. So we're just going to lift. Headrest is down flat now. When we lift through the hips, we don't want to be elevated through the head. All right, so we're going to lower down and rise up, and we'll lift the hips as we rise. So long spine stretch and bring it down. And we have one more, and then we're going to take this into a corkscrew. And lower. So to take it to the corkscrew, move your legs towards the left to start with, rolling over onto that left hip, and then begin to lift. And at the top of the move, move over to the right side and lower down on that side. Pull it down, keeping those shoulders down. Let's do it again. Roll to the left hip, rising up, lift the hips, move to the right, bring it back down, lengthen through the spine. 2 more to this side. Finding that lift, connecting with the spine. And 1 more. And down, holding it there. So to change, we're going to first put the left strap on the left foot. Then we can take the right strap off, pop it back over. Right leg comes to tabletop, and left leg nice and long. And you can start to tap the right toes down towards the floor or towards the springs. And keep breathing. Just notice your shoulders, so walking the fingers nice and long. And really starting to warm up now. Knit the ribs in, keep the shoulders down, keep reaching long. So it's always constant reminders about how we're holding our body. When you start to feel like you're going into autopilot, then it's time to really pull yourself back into how you're performing your exercises. So we're just going to extend to long leg scissors now. And if you're not quite at long legs, the only way you're going to get there is by getting out of your comfort zone and doing more repetitions out of your comfort zone. And that's the way you work to increasing your flexibility and your strength in flexibility. 2. And 1. Holding that left leg down the bottom now. Right leg comes down and up again. Down and up. Really feel those right quads starting to burn. Push away with that strap. 4 and 3. Really pull it up, working that hip flexor on the right side. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down the bottom. Frog kicks. Glue those heels together. A little bit slippery on the heels. So just keep them together as much as you can. Next time we're going to go into our Peter Pan move. So bring one leg to the side, just slightly, not too far. Then back out, then the other side, to the side. So feel the difference, side to side, with the foot supported in the strap, with the foot unsupported. And still keeping the fingers long. So here is where we're probably going to start to notice Our jaw starting to clench, shoulders starting to hunch up when things start to get a little bit strong. One more. Holding it long, taking it across the ankle. All right, we'll start with the long spine stretch here. And down. So as we bring this one down, we're going to go straight into our corkscrew on this side. So we're going to go over towards the right hip and rising up into the long spine stretch. Bring it across to the left and lower back down, lower the legs. Nice control. Controlling as much as you can. Finding the breath, finding the lift, take it across and articulate down. Just 2 more. Good. The stronger you get, the better it starts to really feel, and you'll feel strong. You'll feel in control, but it's okay if you're not feeling that yet. It will come. And back down, holding it there. Good. Okay, so we're going to take that foot out of the strap now. And let's come over onto hands and knees, holding out wide on the foot bar. And we'll do a front stretch, wheelbarrow stretch, just for a little in-between exercise. We're going to exhale as we come back in. So as we take the carriage away, we inhale, keep the shoulders down, knit the ribs. Exhale, rising up. Melt the shoulder blades down into the back pockets as you rise. Inhale, open. And exhale, rise. And inhale. And exhale. Next time we're going to hold it out long. And we're going to bend the knees just so that they're under the hips. We don't collapse into this. We stay strong. So the core is still engaged, the ribs are knitted. And the next time we bend the knees, we hold it there and bend the elbows into a push-up. Extend it back out. From there, extend the knees and bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Extend. And you can just smooth that transition out. So as you bend the knees, bend the elbows. As you extend the elbows, push those knees away a little further. We've got 6. And 5. And if you need to bring those knees forward and keep them forward, especially if you get any back pain, you can do that. 3. And 2. And 1. And out. Bring it all the way back in, holding it there. Stepping up onto the carriage, moving your feet back to the shoulder blocks, and we'll do a elephant stretch. So moving the shoulders back away from the hands, drawing the hips up to the ceiling. With your feet flat, we're sending the carriage away. And then push down through the feet as you lift up through the hips and send your bum backwards as your feet bring the carriage forward. And exhale. And bring it back in. Shoulders stay down. Relax the neck by taking your eyes through your thighs. And breathe. Just a few more here, feeling that beautiful stretch in the back of your body. And we have 2 more. And the last one. Back in. Coming down to your knees. And from here, you're going to reach around and grab your small straps onto the knees. If this position is uncomfortable for you, you can put your short box on and sit with your legs over the front of the short box. So we're going to start with palms facing the ceiling. Bring the elbows in close to the waist. Start to present forward. Exhale, then inhale, bring it back. Exhale, present. If you're just starting, this is the position you want to stay in. If you have been practicing for a little while and you're happy and feel safe coming up to that standing kneeling position, you can do that. If doing this, your straps feel a bit tight, you can change to the long straps. Or you can move your knees back a little bit to take the tension off, just like that. We're going to add a chest press. So we're going to send it forward, flip the palms down, chest press in and out, flip the palms up, bring it back in. Exhale, forward flip, bring it in and out, flip and bring it down. Good, let's do it. More. In and out. Stay strong. If you need to change springs, do that. Change it to a half strength spring. 3 more. And 2. And last one. And all the way down. Nice work. Take those straps down. And we're going to turn around, facing to the back. Good. We'll start with the straps crossed over and holding on further up towards the area, the part of the strap that's behind the strap. So we've got a little bit more tension there as we go into our high row. Exhale, high row. Inhale and lower. And again, feel free to stay down here in the seated position or to come up. Lift and release. Kissing the shoulder blades together. Release with control. And exhale. Inhale, control. We're going to take this straight into a bow and arrow. So we keep one arm forward, we pull one arm back. We want to focus on the front arm, going towards an imaginary target as we pull the other arm back. So the front arm pushes into the bow, the other arm pulls the arrow back. And pull. When you're ready, you can look at that elbow that comes behind and keeping both hips forward. 6 to go. And back. 5. And 4. 3. And 2. Last one. Bring it back down. Uncross the straps. Take your hands through the small straps or the long straps and up to the elbow. My straps are just a little bit short today, so I'm just going to use the long straps, but feel free to go to the short or the long. Okay. I'm going to bring the hands just behind the head, holding it here. Kiss the shoulder blades together and then bend the elbows, bring the elbows towards each other and open it right out. So you open the chest, bring it in. And then we're going to rise up as we open, hold it here, hinging back through the hips. Bring it forward, lower down, and bring those elbows in. Open them out, connect the shoulders, hinge back, rise up, and sit back down. This time as you bring it forward, you're going to scoop the belly into a C curve and come into forward flexion all the way down. Then rise up, open the elbows out, hold, hinge. Coming back up. As you bring the elbows in, begin your C curve and come down. Exhale. And back in, bring the elbows in. We have 3 more like this. Good. Thinking about that nice expansion as you open up into extension. Open it up, take your time. Bring it back down. And we just have 1 more like that. And all the way back down. Nice work, good. So we're just going to take those straps down for now. And let's change to 1 blue spring or 1 half strength spring. So we're going to have a couple of options here. You can either start on both knees, or if you want to challenge your balance a little bit, you can bring. So if you've got your strap in your left hand, you're going to keep your left foot back and bring your right foot forward. Or you can stay on both knees. Bringing that right hand to your waist And we're going to scoop forward. Nice long scoop. Soft elbow, long scoop. Four more in the scoops. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. Do that to the other side. So we're going to take it back, changing straps, moving that foot back, and unless you're on both knees, you're going to take that other leg forward. Hand on the waist, and long scoop, single arm. Good, and exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Tall through the body. Shoulders are down. Find that exhale as you rise. Inhale to lower. Four more scoops. And 4, 3. Control it down. 2. And 1. Bringing it all the way back down, and that strap can go down. We are now going to bring on the short box. So placing it up close to your shoulder blocks. And taking a seat on your short box. So we'll be using the strap. And just pop on one more spring just to hold yourself nice and steady. So we'll put on a heavy and a medium spring. And taking the feet underneath the strap. Okay, so we're going to sit nice and tall. Bring the arms out, then pull the shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. With your feet secure under the strap, you're going to start to exhale into a scoop first. So C-curve, scoop that belly, scoop it back. Rising up, sit tall. Exhale and scoop. Inhale and rise. And exhale, scoop. We're going to hold it back here. We're going to take the right arm and sweep it around. And back in. Left arm now, sweep. And bring it back and rise. And we're going to sit up nice and tall and reach for the ceiling. And then bring it back down and scoop. Right arm goes around. Watch where the hand goes. Bring it back to center. Take the left arm around and watch with the eyes where the hand goes, and that way you'll get deeper rotation. Inhale and rise. Reach for the ceiling through the waist. Bring it back down. Hold it here. This time we're going to hinge back instead of scooping back. So we hinge from the hips, hinge, and then bring it forward. And it doesn't matter how far back you come to where you feel safe, to where you feel confident in the foot strap. And up. And this time holding it here, doesn't have to be very far. We're going to bring the hands behind the head if you can. If that doesn't feel right, keep your arms where they are. And we're just going to come down and do some pulses up for 8, 7, not coming all the way up. Keep this pace. 6, it's controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. Nice work. So taking one foot out, so taking my right foot out, placing it on the foot bar. So holding on to the back of that thigh and move your right hip forward. And take an inhale here and exhale, just lifting that foot off, letting your left foot just hold that strap as you come back. Just coming back a little bit at a time. So if you're not feeling safe, just maybe you can go back to both feet, that's fine. If you're not feeling safe, you can just keep that foot on the foot bar also, and you can come down and up with that foot on the foot bar secured. Otherwise, we're going to keep holding onto the back of that thigh. Down and back up. Good. So we're going to come down, hold it there. We're going to lift and lower and bring it back up. Arming down, scoop. So you can see I'm holding the scoop. And back up. And back up. Holding it up there. Hold. Now, if you can, you'll take both hands behind the head, coming up into a rotation. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming all the way up. And then we'll change legs. Taking that other foot to the foot bar, holding on behind the thigh. And let's come down, scoop it back. Keeping the shoulders down, making sure you're not clenching the jaw at this stage. We're always making sure that we're not taking tension into our body, that we're working, building strength, not tension. Next time, holding it back, lift and lower, and rise. Two more. Finding a nice breathing pattern. And 1. Either hold it here, the little pulses up, or take one hand behind the head, or bend the knee if you need to. And we're going to go across into obliques. So this is our other option. 4 more like this. 4, or both hands. 3, 2, 1, and coming up. Feet can come out. We're going to turn the box around to a long box now. And change just to 1 blue spring. And let's step into the back of the carriage and hold on to your straps. We're going to pull the carriage, pull the straps forward, then come onto the knees. This is how we're doing it safely. Then walk the hands forward a little bit more and then lower down onto the box, and then slide your body forward until your chest is over the end of the box, or boobs over the end for the technical term. Okay, so we're just going to lengthen those arms by the side of the body. Point the toes, lift the back of the thighs just another millimetre, and eyes are looking towards the foot bar. Shoulders are wrapped back and down. Bicep curl and release. And bicep curl. Keep those toes long, keep the legs lifted. Good. Next time, we're going to scoop the arms forward. Scoop it forward towards your foot bar. If that's too much, if you get a sore back, go back to the bicep curls. Just keep it moving. You can always have an option. Three more here. And 2. And 1. And bringing it down. Having a small break. So the next one, we're going to do a breaststroke movement. So we're just going to again set up, bring the hands beside the body. Start to come into a curl. Push the hands forward and then rise up through the chest, lift up through the feet, through the legs, and then lower it down when you get to there. Curl. Press forward, look to the foot bar. Rise up, pull back, shoulders, blades come together and lower down. And curl. Connect and reach and lift everything up. And back down. 3 more times. Curl. Push, begin to lift, rise up. Your Titanic moment, bring it back down and down. 2 to go. Push, lift, open, open, reach. And we have 1 more. Curl, reach, and up. And back down, holding it there. Just take 1 strap down and then hold the foot bar. Other strap down, holding the foot bar. Bring the carriage back in. And we're going to move your body back slightly until your hips and pelvis are on the box, but your thighs are over the edge. So you've got that free motion in your legs now. Take your hands and hug around the end of your box. Bend the knees and bring the heels together. Relax your shoulders. Push your footprints up onto the ceiling and bring it back down. Footprints up to the ceiling and down. And again, up and down. This time up and pulse. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet out and long onto the sides of the carriage, holding it there. Shoulders are down. Okay, so let's take an exhale at the bottom, so breathing it out. Inhale as we lift the legs, point the toes. Hold it high and bend the knees. And then flex and push it away. Point to bring it in, flex to push it away. 4 more, and push. And 3, and push. And 2, and push. 1, push, hold it long, point the toes, bring those feet together and pulse in, out, 8, 7, keep the thighs lifted, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down, feet on the carriage. Bend the knees and just let your back have a little rest there. And breathe. Stepping your feet down into the well of your carriage as you push back up, and we're going to reach and stretch out through the back. So some cat-cow variations here as you come forward and back. Just maybe moving your hips side to side as well, whatever feels nice for you to just relax your back after that nice strong work. And scoop. And down, holding it there. Let's step out, and we're going to take the box off now and start to stretch and cool down. Taking it onto one medium spring, so in my case I've got a blue spring, and we're going to start off in a child's pose stretch. So bring the feet together and the knees out wide, sit back onto the heels and reach your arms out nice and long. See if you can sink your bum down to your heels and maybe just move side to side with the hips if that feels nice for you as well. Breathing. And then rounding it all the way back up. Okay. Now you're going to take your right hand to the shoulder block and reach up and draw your hips forward, and your arm reaches over. You expand through that left rib cage, but bring that right hip forward a little more. And let's bring it down and change sides. Rising up, find the reach, expand the rib cage, bring that hip forward. Let's come back down. One more of those, to each side. Reach. Coming back down and changing sides. Bringing it back down, holding it there. And let's come back to the floor now. And we're going to rise up for a nice forward fold. So feet hip width apart, rising up. Inhale. And exhale, bring it all the way back down. Tuck the chin, scoot the belly, and peeling away. And holding it at the bottom. You can bend those knees as much as you need to. Take an inhale. And then exhale, push the floor away with the feet rising up. Inhale, reaching overhead. Interlace your fingers and hands inside out. Take it to your right side. Exhale. And inhale, bring it back to the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Bend your knees and bring it out to the front, expanding your shoulder blades. And then rise up tall, palms forward as you open your chest. And release. Coming back to your carriage, and we're going to come into a hip flexor stretch. One foot on the floor, and extend that carriage right away from you, expanding the hip. Shoulders are down. And coming into a front split, extending your front leg for that hamstring stretch. Good. We're right at the end now, guys. Really good work. So I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll be creating lots more things coming up in the next few weeks. Coming back in and take it to the other side. So give me your feedback on what you would like to see and how you went today. And if you haven't subscribed, please just hit the subscribe button to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. And a hamstring stretch now. And coming back in. Okay, so make sure you hydrate well and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll